Hello students, welcome to Sentence Online classes. Students, we are working from home. So in this video, we'll start from the question number 16 of exercise chapter 5, miscellaneous exercise. So in this question, we have given that if x plus iota y is whole cube equals to this, then we have to prove this expression. Okay. So now first of all, we have given that x plus iota y is whole cube is equals to u plus iota v. Okay. So now open this formula. So it's a plus b is whole cube. So it means a cube plus b cube. I cube is minus I. So it would be minus iota y cube. Now 3a square b. So 3a square b. And now 3ab square. So I square would be minus 1. So minus 3x. And that would be y square. Okay student? Is equals to u plus iota v. So now equate all real parts and imaginary parts. So x cube minus 3xy square. Take iota as a common and we have 3x square y minus y cube. Okay students, equals to u plus iota v. So now this is the standard form, real part separate and the imaginary part separate. Consider as equation number first. Okay. So now if here I will find the value of u would be x cube minus 3x y square. And the value of v would be, imaginary part over here is 3x square y minus y. So these are the value of u and v. Now take LHS. Okay, so LHS would be equals to, that is u upon x plus v upon y. So the value of u is x cube minus 3xy square upon x plus value of v is 3x square y minus y cube upon y. Okay. So now from here I am taking x as a common. So it would be equals to x liya common. So x square minus 3y square upon x plus from here take y as a common. So it would be 3x square minus y square upon y. So that would be cancelled out. So we have left with x square minus 3y square and plus 3x square minus y square. So it would be what? 3x square plus x square plus 3x square, 4x square minus 3y square minus y square minus 4y square. Taking 4 as a common, x square minus y square, which is equals to what? RHS. So hence it was very easy. First of all, what we have done, we have opened the formula, compare the real and the imaginary part and put the values in the LHS and we will get the answer. It's very easy, very simple and easy question. So please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 17. A very good question and kind of different question. In this question, we have given that alpha and beta are two different complex numbers. Okay. And we have given that magnitude of beta is equals to 1. That we have given. And we have to find the value of, magnitude of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha conjugate beta. We have to find this value. Okay students. Now first of all, I am just telling you one properties which you need to note down. If I have a complex number z and if I am multiplying by it by the z its conjugate, then the resultant would be its magnitude square. Okay, and it's not a new formula, we have already derived that. Okay, so this is a z dot z bar would be magnitude of z square. So this is the property which we are going to use over here. Okay, so I am just noting it down in the extreme left corner. So, okay, so now here let z equals to the number inside the magnitude. I am letting it as z. So z equals to beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta. Okay, and its conjugate would be that would be this whole conjugate. It means beta minus alpha 1 minus alpha bar beta's conjugate, the whole conjugate. Okay, So it would be equals to beta minus alpha's conjugate upon 1 minus alpha bar beta's conjugate. Okay, and we know that conjugate can be algebraically treated. So it would be beta bar minus alpha bar upon 1. There is no conjugate of 1 minus conjugate of alpha bar would be alpha and conjugate of beta would be beta bar. So this is the value of z, equation number first, and this is the value of z bar, equation number second. Now we are multiplying. We know that z bar would equals to the magnitude of z square. Okay, so now put the value of z and z bar. So z is beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta, and z bar is beta bar minus alpha bar upon 1 minus alpha beta bar equals to magnitude of z. Z is beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta's whole square. Okay, so now just multiply these two numbers. So it would be, now I am multiplying by numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. So it would be beta dot beta bar minus beta dot alpha bar minus alpha bar beta bar minus minus plus alpha dot alpha bar upon, it would be 1 minus alpha beta bar minus alpha bar beta plus alpha bar alpha and beta bar beta. Okay, I just simply multiply by these two brackets with respect to each other, and it would be beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta's whole square. Okay students, I think till here there is no problem. Okay, but we know that z into z bar is equals to what? Z square. So beta dot beta bar would be mod of beta square minus beta dot alpha bar minus alpha bar beta bar and plus alpha dot alpha bar magnitude of alpha square upon, it would be 1 minus alpha beta bar minus alpha bar beta, and it would be alpha bar alpha modulus of alpha square and beta bar beta modulus of beta square equals to, this is the z square. I am just simply writing like that. Okay, because of lack of space. Beta, and we know that mod beta equals to what? 1. Put this value. So this would be 1. Mod beta square would be 1 minus beta dot alpha bar minus alpha bar beta bar plus alpha bar square upon, it would be 1 minus alpha beta bar minus alpha bar beta bar. But it would be 1, so we will left with alpha square is equals to what? Z square, and Z square is beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha beta's square. Okay students, now can you see that this is the numerator and denominator of this fraction are equal? You can see 1 minus alpha beta bar minus beta alpha. Okay, here this is okay, and alpha square, so it would be cancelled out. It means what? This value is equals to what? 1. If a square equals to 1, then value would be also equal to 1. So from here we can tell that beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta is equals to 1, and this is our required answer. It's quite different question. We haven't solved kind of question before, so please pay attention. Okay, now pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 18. In question number 18, we have given that find the non-zero integral solution of the equation magnitude of 1 minus i's power x equals to 2 raised to power. We have to find non-zero integral solution. It means the value of x should be an integer but not equals to 0. Okay, so now beta, it's the magnitude of this number, so it would be under root of 1 square plus minus 1 square means 1 square. Keep our x is to 2 power x, it would be 1 plus 1 2, so under root 2 power x equals to 2 to power x. Under root 2 is 2 to the power 1 upon 2. It means what? 2 to the power x upon 2 equals to 2 raised to the power x. So on comparing, we will get x upon 2 is equals to x. It means what? X equals to 2x. It means what? 2x minus x equals to 0. It means what? X equals to 0. So the solution of this equation is x equals to 0. And we have been asked that find non-zero. But answer is x equal to 0. So we लिखेंगे hence there is no non-zero integral solution of the given equation. Okay, student? Of the given equation. There is no non-zero integral solution. So please pause the video and note it down. Now look at the question number 19. In question number 19, we have given a plus iota b, c plus iota d, e plus iota f, and g plus iota h equals to a plus iota b, and we have to prove that a square plus b square, c square plus d square, e square plus f square, g square plus f square is equals to a square plus b square. That we have to prove. It's very easy, very easy question. I think most of you can get it easily. Question number first, write down its conjugate, a minus iota b. So that would be equals to a minus iota b, and it would be c minus iota d, e minus iota f, g minus iota h. Now multiply by first into second. So a plus iota b minus iota b would be what? A square plus b square. Because we know that a plus iota b and a minus iota b is equal to a square plus b square. Okay, students? So now again here we multiply by a plus iota b to a minus iota b. It would be what? A square plus b square. Multiply this with this. It would be c square plus d square. Multiply this with this. E square plus f square. Similarly, g square plus h square. And that was what we have to prove. Hence, prove. Very easy question. Please pause the